All right. Good morning, folks. George Hammerbacher saying hello. Another glorious day of pocket billiards in the offing here at the ONQ Billiards in Front Royal, Virginia. Lovely facility. 8 magnificent diamond tables with just totally perfect playing conditions with Aramis black balls, along with a terrific complement of just excellent players to regale and entertain you this day. We'll be on all the way through the last round tonight at 10 p.m. All races are going to be races to 9 with the alternate break format. We have a whole ton of just pro players, top regional and semi-pro stars that going to entertain us today. These races to 9 will bring a lot of these good regional players a little closer to the pros than that you might think. But it's we're here for the rally in the Shenandoah Valley. This is the second edition. Mr. Chris Wilburn, tournament director, promoter of this event. Just here we go. The lag is on. Teddy Garahan from the New York City metropolitan area versus Tyler Starr, Moscone Cup veteran and one of the best players in the United States today. All the referees are top notch. We'll be playing with the Tom Max rack, official rack of this event. And you're in this area, in the Front Royal area, come on down and see some great pool. It's totally free. They have excellent food here, and just a nice place to come and hang out and soak in this competition and this atmosphere. Here we go. We're off to see the wizard, folks. Dyer is at the table. Tyler is from the upper Midwest, Wisconsin, I believe. Now cut break. Watch the one towards the left side pocket. Very nicely done. Oh, the deuce just dressed up magnificently. Teddy Garahan has been a top regional player and won a very, very tough Joss tour in the Northeast, and he's gathered many titles there, and he's been a contender for, I'd say, well nigh a generation and change. And Tyler is going to have to play his game. He can make few mistakes against Ted Garahan. Tyler looks about straight in on this too. He might have a slight angle. It's a big opening shot here. You know, you always want to start a match like this on the right foot. Tyler is very meticulous. Very good fundamentally. He maybe wanted to go a little bit farther past that 3 ball because the pink 4 is on that right hand rail as we look at it, and he needs some good position. from the 4 to the 5 is going to be the key in this rack. He ain't going to like this. This looks like he's going to duck with like a Z type of a move, a lot of left English, and go up on behind the 4-7 to the top of the table. He was partially successful. Teddy might have a little piece of this 4-ball that he can hit, but that side now he's going to kick, because if he could hit the 4, he could scratch in the lower left. Probably 2 rails and yeah. You see, these table are still playing a little bit slidey. We're working with the Andy cloth that's very, very receptive to the English, especially the inside English. I did about 6 or 7 matches yesterday, and I was here all day, and I saw lots and lots of balls that would kind of still be skipping down the rail a little bit. So Tyler is got a pretty routine looking layout here. Just has to handle business like the pro he is, and probably punch to the 6 in the same hole. Good shot. Pretty cut and dried from here. That isn't what he wanted, I don't believe. He's a little thin on the 7-ball. You might have to just go completely around the horn, go between the 8 and 9 and back around, or punch it down with a draw. He's got his options. The inside of the ball, a little fancier, but he sure got the sweetheart roll on the 8-ball, straight in the side pocket. Just got to just stay down and take care of business. Uh-oh. Tyler misses the 9-ball, and unforeseen. But this is why I tell all my students, don't ever concede any balls. Make everybody shoot every ball. You just don't ever know it when even a high-grade pro like Tyler Steyer is going to make a mistake. Teddy says, okay, I'll more than accept that. He can't take it over, so Teddy Garahan takes a 1-0 lead over Mr. Tyler Steyer, and now Teddy is on the break. Haven't seen Teddy. I think I saw him at the Turning Stone tournament last year. In the summertime. I may be mistaken. I don't know whether he's in that field or not. I do some tournaments myself on the streams, and sometimes it all gets lost in the shuffle. But Ted's a good player. To be undefeated going into day 2 with some behemoths in this field. This looks like somebody I know here.
Mic check. Hello, there I am.
And we have our our tournament director, promoter of this rally in the valley, in the Shenandoah Valley, edition number 2. And we have Mr. Chris Welburn stepping in as a special guest voice here.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, George. How are you feeling today?
Simply scintillating.
Simply scintillating. That's the truth. Yeah, these guys have been battling out all day yesterday, and here we are today. Part 2 of round 1, and the final matches coming through will be about 8 p.m., finishing about 10. Final 16 comes back tomorrow plays at 11 a.m.
Yeah, Chris, I might be talking out of turn, but is the last match scheduled at 10?
No, 8 p.m. is the last round.
Okay.
That's loser's qualification to the top 16.
Okay. Well, you've heard it from the horse's mouth here. So
we were dead on time yesterday. I called it. Last match was at 10 p.m. and the last they give about 2 hours, so it should finish around midnight. And one match finished like 4 minutes before midnight. So I'm dead on track right now.
Well, nobody turned into a pumpkin then.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, I'm gonna jump on and thank, of course, a bunch of people. I'm gonna start with you, George. You know, you've always been a big supporter of mine. You know, and been there. You actually give me lessons. So guys who are looking for lessons from PBIA advanced level instructors, George is the guy. Scenic to BWI, great instructor, lots of knowledge. So I thank you personally, George, for always being a big supporter. Frank Milanetti with PA Pro Pool and BSN Billiard Sports Network. Appreciate you guys and all the work that you do. Of course, Digital Pool with Zach Goldsmith and Brandon Schuff, getting the stream and everything and all the fun stuff, the aspects of the bracket and all the technical side of things rolling and moving. Matchroom with Emily Fraser giving me the opportunity to host a WT event for the second time. Hopefully future ones going on. I'm just going down the list of other sponsors, no particular order. Of course, On Cue with Cole Haas. Without this venue, we wouldn't have this possible, so I thank you. Andy and Hal. Oh yeah, those guys, they added a lot to this event. I appreciate them drastically with the felt, amongst all the marketing material and everything else that's going through. Perimeter Billiard Lights, they donated a set of lights as well. I have some stuff going on for that, but y'all lights from Perimeter Billiard Lights. Tell them their chalk and racks. We're using their stuff in the box for all their jerseys. Rayman's Pro Shop. We've got Warren Lee Construction, Haley Chevrolet, Air Serve, AC, Discover Front Royal, Edward Jones, Vita Coconut Water, C4 Energy Drinks, Seattle Coffee Company, U.S. Foods, and Sazerac. Thank you for all of those sponsors. I may have missed someone. There's so many, I don't even know. But I thank all you guys for pitching in and supporting to help put this event on.
Yeah, it's pool isn't possible. This event wouldn't be possible without the hard, tireless work of Mr. Chris Welburn. I get tired just watching him cavort around here. I have to go take a nap after I watch him carry on without a comma.
I walked over 16,000 steps yesterday.
Well, as long as you don't walk a mile for a camel or something,
Well, Sullivan Clark of New Zealand is a good friend of mine. He's a great runner. He's like, yeah, you should try. I did a half marathon. I said, try the marathon. So I signed up for the Marine Corps Marathon. I'm like, I'm getting my steps in today.
Yeah. Well, we have a one game apiece match. Tyler ran out the last game off of the game after missing the 9-ball in the first game. 1 ball left side. Oh, it came up a little short.
He still made a ball, looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he didn't. He broke dry.
It was a Mojave mash.
Right. Yeah. And of course, I want to thank all of my staff, my referees. They're doing a lot of hard work. I appreciate them tremendously. Of course, we got John Lehman, the legendary ref himself, in town. So, top-notch refereeing going on. Not much getting by those guys.
This is this is just about as for a tournament what a venue this is. The tables are just way far apart. Cole could have maybe crowded a couple more tables in here, but the thing is that then it would have been a mess. It would have just been another place. And this place, the people in this region are just very blessed to have a place to come and enjoy some good food, some great pool, and just as good as it gets.
So he's gonna find a way to this 3-ball on the left rail. He's gonna try to. I guess he's gonna try to float it. Yeah, he's gonna have to go below it. Now the question is to get to the 4. I mean, that's a small window. Not clipping the 7 and save, and messing yourself position. But then that 4, the side pockets, tantalizing.
And it's real tough to get that draw to take with the 3-ball that close to the rail. But he's gonna just try to spin the living daylights out of this ball.
He got there, but
he's gonna have to get a little. He got a savage kiss.
At least he didn't scratch. But that's a small window to hit and not scratch.
Well, he has a similar move to what Tyler had in the first game. Tyler made a good move. Z safed it going up to the top rail and put the 4-ball somewhere around the mid-table. A lot of left English. Hit down on that side rail where that chalk is, and something like this.
You can get behind the 8-ball there.
No? This isn't a result that Ted is going to like.
No, because Tyler's going to come with a better safety.
Yeah.
He's going to put that 4 back on the left rail, and then the cue ball is going to be behind that 9-ball. That's what I see.
He might also go behind the 7.
7's tight. It's really difficult to control that angle. But, Steyer's in a whole nother league than me, so we'll see what he does. You're right, behind the 7. I don't know if he got it. He might be able to clip the edge of it, but it's not pretty.
He might have the little pink paint on the outside of that. No, he's going to go.
Kicking.
He's got to go off that side rail, right about that mid diamond somewhere. He fanned on it.
Here we go.
This is Tyler got him with a safety in the first game, and then got ball in hand like this. Similar situation, ran out and then blew to the 9-ball. So real easy shot, missed it.
He got here and barely had any warm up, but this is Tyler. So.
Well, that's on them. It's sort of like a ball player in baseball or something that it gets there late. That isn't the same analogy, of course, but then they get out of the field when they haven't warmed up and they pull a muscle or something.
3 rails inside. 3, come underneath it. It's getting there. Good speed.
He's a little, maybe I'd say a touch thin.
But you can probably throw this. They're sliding a good bit. If not, he can play the back and forth and still be great. I like him playing the back and forth. Just bounce it off the side rail.
I like that too.
But he
back
might float.
Forth and back.
He might float. Yeah, he's floating.
Okay.
So his angle is flatter than we thought. And this one played the 8 in the same pocket. He just played the 6. He'll just draw off the side rail with a touch of outside just to hold the cue.
Yeah.
Boom. And then, he's a little funky, but he's good. He'll just draw it out, put the 9 in the bottom right-hand corner.
Player's choice from here.
Yeah, but he's on the left side, so it's easier just to pull it back. Hit it with a little bit more pace, a little more authority. Just draw it back. And then 9 in the corner.
This is a very similar shot going in the other direction that he had in the first game, and he missed this 9-ball like this. He was on the right-hand rail. That was the only difference.
One thing I learned about Tyler recently is that he golfs left-handed.
Mike Siegel, the great Hall of Fame champion. I knew, Mike was around Baltimore in the 1980s,
Mm-hmm.
and we played lots of golf together. I'd say 10, 15, 20 times maybe. And Mike was a left-handed pool shooter, played golf right-handed, wrote right-handed, but was a very lethal pool player, left-handed. And sometimes that's how this goes. Like the old late Danny DiLiberto said, he might even have been amphibious. Here we go. It's 2-1 for Starr and Teddy Garahan on the break shot. Watch the one left side pocket.
Boom. Uh-oh. He might have a shot. He might not. He's got something.
Kind of an ugly spread there. The 3, 5, 6, 9, 7, all kind of like on a little crooked line. He didn't want to kiss that tray ball.
He's in trouble now. He doesn't have the window.
He's on the rail too. It's a tough shot.
He thinks he can see it. He might have the window. I honestly like going to the bottom rail 2 rails because you can kick it in the corner and have a decent something. And if you hit it weird, you can also save it. But he saw it clear. Yeah, if he had a clear shot, and he left it pretty bad for Tyler.
Tyler either can play the go cross table out or to go up table.
I don't like up table personally because that 4 is a big ball. I like going to the bottom rail that way where he's pointing. Looking from the bottom rail upwards because if you hit it good, you put the 3 to the top rail and put the cue ball behind the 4 ball.
But in that way though, Chris, I believe he's stretching for it.
Yeah, a little bit. And he might go for the top rail, but he's messed up over that 7 ball. And I like this color, the gray that Andy gave for the event, and then the Airmouth black balls as well. I can actually tell which ball is what. Versus the last set. No, it's a little funky. Not too bad.
He'll have to possibly use a little touch of right hand spin here.
Yeah. Bit of pace too to get it back behind the 5. Oh, he's going 2.
I didn't have enough speed.
Wow, he almost clipped it too.
Never touched it.
I told you for the bottom rail.
Yeah.
Just added the top rail too.
Well, that was an interesting choice. Teddy might be able to belly him on the 4 ball. And the side rail kick is cut off by the 8.
It depends on where he puts the 3. Teddy plays pretty good. Never heard of him before, but
I have. He's from the New York area somewhere, and he's played that Joss tour for like a generation and change. And he's I know Mike Yednak knows him really well.
I think Tyler has the side rail. I don't think he froze him.
Well, he had about, from that short distance, freezing was about what you'd have to do, and if he is looking over there, he's got an easy escape. Tough layout in any regard.
Oh, he made it. What tough layout? What tough shot? There's no such thing.
I don't know that 5 ball. You're going to have to play a lot of pocket billiards to get on that ball.
I think he's going to just play the safe, like just clip the 4, put the bottom rail and Z behind it. You can literally sneak it into the 9 ball and be hooked on the 6.
I like that too. He's gonna try to come down below the middle diamond on this lower side of the table.
Yeah.
And kick behind the. That's what I think with some left hand ball. Right hand ball, rather.
Right. I think right. Oh, he went for the bank.
Well, he seems to have very little faith that shape is any good here.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go take care of a few things, George. I thank you so much. Appreciate you letting me on this mic. Got a couple things I got to do to get ready for the next few rounds. So I know Frank will be back here shortly. And I will see you around, good sir. I think
Chris,
it's this one.
yeah, Chris Wellburn. We called him the Flash. He was the assistant tour director on the Action Pool Tour. I've known Chris for a solid like 10, 12 years. Just dynamic young man, just full of energy and passion for this great game. Uh, Ted would have liked it a little better if he could have snuggled in behind the 8. Now Tyler might be able to spin kick his ball. I don't know if he's got that side rail available with the 8 ball. I think he does. That was effective. Teddy has a little piece of the pink sticking out there, and he might have a good return off a ball like this. Back it towards the 4 and possibly come back. Bank it towards the 5 rather. Oh, that was no good. He wasn't expecting to hit that 7, and he delivered up a thank you, sir, sort of a situation. Still got some tricks to do. The 6, got to get some position here on the 5, the purple 5. Looking fairly routine here. He might roll forward a little ways or draw it back to the side rail. He's just going to settle for that and just draw his ball up the long rail maybe. You get a little angle on the 8. Ah, so. He's kind of straight in. He's got to stretch for it a little bit, but he's a tall guy. He looks pretty good on this ball. Ideal. Tyler Steyer takes a 3-game-to-1 lead over Mr. Teddy Garahan. This is an alternate break format. All ball fouls are being played, breaking within that box that you see on the upper part of the table. Most players are using a cut break with the Tom Magic Max Rack, that the template that gives a consistent break shot, and these players that are playing at the pro level just about have that cut break down. In the past, it used to be breaking from the very side rails was lethal, and now they can get about the same effect from this cut break. Tyler's breaking pretty much just one ball to the left of center. You see where his cue is going through, just to the left of that center diamond on the top rail. One ball, left side, went long. That means he caught the one a little too full, a little too chubby. Teddy can reach this ball. I'm not sure whether he can strike the one. I think he's got a little yellow paint sticking out. But Teddy's human frailty is he doesn't have 7-foot arms, so he's gonna thin this ball and try to go to back down table. Got to hurry. Good shot. Didn't quite cut off the side rail for Tyler. Tyler's got the side rail. He might be able to nick this ball on his right side too. That one leaked out on him just a tad. A little safety battle going on this one. Teddy's jacked up over the tray ball. Red 3. He ain't gonna like this result. Tyler is tightening the noose on him a little bit here with maybe a lockdown shot. The one may or may not be frozen. That's when it's always incumbent on the player that played the safety. You get a referee if you're never certain and call that ball frozen. It could make a difference because he would have to go to another rail with something. Well, Tyler probably shot out of Teddy here. Tyler might have to go to Muscle Beach here with a big draw ball. I might be wrong. Let's see what he does. Watch the clip on the 8. Good shot. He had the low left on that ball, and it just scorched around the table. The ball did a little arc. He hit that ball strong. Got a lovely shape on the 2 ball. To come out to mid-table somewhere, I might imagine. He'd like to be right back there or on that 4 ball. That pink 4 goes past the 8 and then shoot and stop, and 5 is right there, and a pretty routine. This is the big shot here. It should be all kind of routine if he gets a good shot on the 4 ball. That's just about the perfect line. He'll just basically shoot and stop and have a naturally built-in angle go cross table from the purple 4 to the green 5 to the green 6. Shoot and stop. He came back a little. He likes to maybe draw a little more than he likes to stun. I don't know. Every player has his or her own preference. In my time in pool over 60 years, similar shot he wants on the right there. Yep. Coming across the table, 6-7. Pretty routine for a player of Tyler's ilk. He might overhit that ball. He didn't want to be that straight on the 7. He's all right. You know, he's even got maybe a little angle heading to his right. I don't know. Yeah, just an eyelash. Player's choice. Always play your best shot in these spots. Don't try to work on something that you got to save for the practice table. Bring your ace shot here. That's as good as the law allows. Tyler's starting to settle into this match. Four games to one for Mr. Tyler Steyer. A lovely shot played by Tyler. And just punch it over, try to get just a slight angle on the 4 to play the 4 and the 5 in the same hole, I might imagine. A little drawback maybe. Punched it, yeah. Come across to play that 5 in the same hole and get a little angle going towards the 5 to the 6. Ideal. The 6 to the 7 is a little bit of a challenge because the 8 ball is in that cross table type path that Tyler might employ to go to the 6 to the 7 normally. He probably will, and he has to play the upper left corner pocket, as the 9 is on the other rail, on the same rail as the 7. he might be taking a little longer or a little thinner shot on the 7 than he might like. I don't know if he can pop it across. He's going to go forward 2 rails high left, I might think. He's got to hurry. Lovely. Beautiful shot. Because he couldn't go cross table that he might have liked because of that 8 ball. So now all he has to do is stay focused. Ideal. Just punch it over a little bit. Good as it gets. Five games to 1 for Tyler Starr. Teddy broke dry. Teddy Garahan broke dry. And Tyler Starr runs out. Takes a 5 game to 1 lead. Billiard Sports Network, Frank Mialetti, Matchroom, all these wonderful outfits are just contributing to make pool a real sport and not just an afterthought. They're doing a wonderful job, and because when the players have tournaments like this to play in regularly, the level of the play keeps improving. And we're seeing it in evidence with Mr. Tyler Starr after a sluggish start. He is hitting them pretty good. This is Tyler knocks in the 1-2 in the break, but his cue ball gets lost in the dark here, and it might be a quick 3-9 combo for Mr. Garahan. He might have to play these balls clean though, because that 3-9 isn't quite a gimme. Looks like he's going to play the 3-4 in the same hole. But he played with ball in hand to a bridge, and that's kind of surprising for Mr. Garahan here. He's shaking his head. He didn't want any of this. He's going to have to slap a high right ball and get or he's going to play the 5 off the 9 on the carom in the side pocket. Be a creative way to get out, but any port in the storm, we say. That's actually going to play ideal because he can come off the rail with a little high right and get to about the center of the table and play the 5 ball off the 9. I keep wanting to call that the 4. It's purple, but these Aramuth black set, the purple ball is the 5 ball, purple 5, and then you have the green 6 and like the salmon colored 7, whatever you want to call it, but that's pretty nice. Teddy needs to actually run some balls and start to get the feel of this match here. He's been kind of not getting much in this terms of good turns at the table. Another ball he'll have. He can reach this easily. Yeah, he's all right, I think. He's got a little. I'd go lots of side left and around the horn. Oh, he had a lot on that ball. That ball took off and opened up on him. But Mr. Garahan is going to take advantage of Tyler Steyer losing his cue ball in the lower left, and Teddy gets back on the board 5-2 after a 5-game losing streak. Teddy won the first game when Tyler missed a 9-ball. That was very surprising for a player of Tyler's skill level. Teddy pockets the ball, but he really has a 1 ball on the top cushion. Teddy isn't making the 1 in that side pocket, but he might just try to bank it down towards the 9 and leave the cue ball. Up top with the 7-2 as cover. That would probably be his shot that he has to do the least with his cue ball, I might think. He might play the other side of the ball and try to leave distance. But Teddy's got a look at this table, and he's a very, very savvy top regional player. This is he takes the push and ties up the pink 4 and the 9, and Tyler is I'm sure gonna not give this one back. It would be an upset if he is giving it back. He's walked away from it. If Teddy hits that ball pure, the ball bounces straight up. He almost hooked him, but Tyler I'm sure, can see the very thin edge of the yellow 1. If he can see more of that ball than that, he's going to be in that upper right-hand corner pocket someplace behind the 7 and all, I think. And he isn't happy with that shot at all. He had a real good chance to lock Teddy down, and Teddy can escape and go 2-3 rails and be a backup table. And that 4 ball might be dead too. I don't know. Well, the die is more than cast on this one, I would think. Tyler with the bottom left-hand ball, a 3/4 ball hit on a yellow 1, should come back on this bottom rail right where he's standing, about middle diamond. That looked like I was a genius making that call, but I'm far from it. That was just set in bold type. It was so obvious. Well, Teddy skinned the 1. Didn't leave a totally offensive shot, but Tyler is going to make another move here. If he tries to put him behind the 3 ball, that means he's got to cut it and and might hit the 2 and not get it to a rail. Oh, he cut the room rent there. It's the first of the month, and Tyler cut that ball on the side. That was impressive. Well, Tyler has a shot. He might be playing this a high, just maybe a slight touch, a left English, maybe not even much of any English, and he's just going to try to come off that, or or he can punch it down. I can't quite make out his angle. Yeah, he had the easy angle to do that. That's pretty good. The high right ball, perhaps to that purple 5 along the long left cushion, mid diamond. We're 2 rails out of the bottom. I'm saying high right from how he's skewing. 1 o'clock on the ball. Just Ace English takes real good on these tables with this Andy cloth. Even this is brand new cloth. Just put in about less than a week ago, and usually cloth is slidey, but doesn't take the English as well. But this is pretty cut and dried. I think he's just gonna come back similar. He's getting his line of sight. Come 2 to 3 rails back from the 7 to the 9. Just draw it back a little, I might think. He'll just let his stroke out and come around, hitting all middle diamonds, high percentage pocket billiards. Middle diamond, going right at the middle diamond. You never scratch like that. That ball was headed at the middle diamond, not next to it, but at it. Big difference. Tyler Starr takes game number 8 and takes a 6-game-2 lead. It was a big game for Teddy. He had to win that game. He got lost out in the safety battle. 5-3 and 6-2 were a huge difference in a set to 9. Both these players are undefeated. This is an A-side match. We're here at the rally in the Shenandoah Valley. World Nineball Tour event with Frank Miletti and the Billiard Sports Network providing you the visuals and maybe some fractured audibles, at least from this commentator. But here we go. Tyler back on the break shot. He's moved a little bit more to his left. He was before that. He was just a tip off the diamond, and he caught the 1-2 full. That time he made no mistake with that one, and the deuce dressed up nicely, the blue 2, and he has a highly representative out from here if he gets correct on this red 3 ball. He'd like to get almost right back where he is on the 2, but that isn't going to happen. He has to skirt the 5-6 up top and watch the speed that he doesn't get behind the 8. He caught that real full. I don't think that was what he wanted, but tough. These people that are playing this great game, it's every shot is an adventure and a challenge, and there's no 2 racks that ever play alike. A good effort. He was pure on that, but now Teddy has to get himself together. He's got to win this game. He doesn't want to be trailing any 7-2. That's a good play, but he's going to have to play maybe closer to. He's good. High right ball, go between the 7 and 8 up to the purple 5. High right ball, excuse me. He should track right towards the first diamond side rail. Might even go straight up table. He played my shot. Good shot. That's pure. That's as good as the law allows. Draw his ball back through his hand, his bridge hand, pretty much, I would think. He sort of more punched it instead. He created a nice angle to come out to the 8 in the left side pocket. Whoa, no sabby. I don't know what that was. I don't have a clue. I thought he had just a routine look at that ball, not a rail first whirling dervish shot. But no matter what, Ted's shooting the 9-ball, and this is a big game. He had to win this game. Six games to 3. Ted back on the break shot and trying to put another bead on his side. He's trailed 6 games to 3. This on cue Billiards and Sports Bar. They've done a fantastic job with this place. Originally, they had another place that was in this general area, but the ownership here is just spared no expense or detail. Look at all those balls that threatened that side pocket. 3 of them, and none of them fell. Teddy got the worst of that one. The deuce isn't all that attractive. He might be able to play the 1 in the side pocket off the 3-ball. That's tight. But there's no real. That's what he's looking at. He's looking at the potential carom. But he still doesn't get necessarily the correct shake on the deuce, the blue 2. He hit it too hard and caught the deuce, and now he's just going to probably have to duck. A lot of left English high, cut it towards the 8 and go down between the 4-9 to his left side rail. Combination's attractive, but I don't think he can control the 2 that well. That's his shot. Let's see what I think he might be playing my shot going between the 4-9, the pink 4 and the yellow 9. He isn't happy with that. I can more than tell you that. If Teddy can hit this 2 in the face, he can just bank it up table and stick his rock behind in the forest there. I don't know how much of the deuce Teddy can hit. I'm sure we're going to see the jump rod come into play here. A better look at what Tyler is facing. Oh, that's filthy. A hell of a shot here from Mr. Tyler Steyer there. Teddy had him he thought maybe dead to rights, but Tyler is a highly skilled touring professional, Moscone Cup team member, one of the favorites to get the brass ring in this contest, in this tournament. He might graze off the green 6. He got up and got down. Let's see what happens. Bumps into the pink 4, has to stretch for the bank. Might even be able to play a carom, play a little draw ball along that bottom rail to knock in the purple 5, but he'll have to hit the correct speed to get the 4 ball in the right side pocket if that's the case. Let's see what he does. Good camera shot here. He's going to just maybe just draw it and play that billiard. He had to hit it maybe a touch harder than I might have thought. He did play the carom. This is the shot that makes or breaks you. Years ago, I was playing, and these folks that like to play on the 7-foot tables, we would be playing the shots like this, and they'd miss them continually, and they'd say, it'd be different if I got you on a bar table. Well, this isn't one of those types of shots. This is where pure fundamentals and pure practice and discipline comes to play. To just stroke this even a little smoother or a little slower, and watch those 2 balls hit. Don't move after you shot. Just watch the 2 balls make contact and finish the stroke all the way to the ball. Just like that. That's why this young man was on the Moscone Cup team. He's one of a handful of top United States players here in this country. He's really improved. Playing top competition will do that for you. Now just probably between 2-3 o'clock, right hand ball, and come back to get a good angle on the 8. Well done. Should play 8-9 to the same hole. That was a huge game. Again, all these games are big, but big difference between 6-4 and 7-3 in an alternate break situation. Tyler Starr takes game number 10 and takes a 7-3 lead over Mr. Teddy Garahan from the greater New York City area. what a lovely event this is turning into. We drew a field of 64 players. We have a nice influx of young men from the European contingent, from Holland and Germany, Sweden, and Spain. Very effective break from Tyler. He doesn't have a legendary looking lead when the tray ball, and he doesn't really have that many. All these balls are almost all around the rails. They're real tough to hide here. Hide the cue ball. He's looking at the red 3 on the bottom cushion here. You might just try to bank it past the 9 and leave the cue ball down here in a chilly spot. Tyler couldn't do anything with the cue ball, but that was a very, very artful shot that he played to send the 3 ball into the weeds. Here, Teddy has the kick at the 3, and if he comes off the inside of the 3 correctly, he might even score that carom on the black gate. Well, he definitely rearranged the furniture on this layout. This is more than doable for Tyler, I would think. A high right ball come up and down the table to the 4 in the lower right if he decides to shoot out. He has a pretty reasonable chance of success. Didn't get the inside English on it, but he's subject to bank this ball, draw his ball, and try to play the 5 in the same purple 5 in the same pocket that he's going to shoot the pink 4. Let's see what happens. Or he might cut the room rent down that cushion. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh. Teddy has he has a real good 2-way shot here. He can play that at 4 and pink 4 into the 9 and play the bottom right hand ball and come way up table and use the 6-8 for cover conceivably. And the 4 ball isn't going anywhere. It'll stay down table. His only danger is if he hits the cue ball too high, he might run into the purple 5, but that's not likely. Lovely shot from Mr. Teddy Garahan, a monster game. He averts Tyler's ascent to the top of the mountain there. He's trails 7 games to 4. I'm just having an excellent time here this week with a couple of intrepid billiard entrepreneurs, Mr. Frank Miletti, and the Billiard Sports Network. I've been extolling their virtues. They've got terrific cameras and setup. Any of you folks that love pool, check out the Billiard Sports Network, and if you like it, subscribe. There's what's not to like if you like pool. I believe it's a no-brainer, at least from my camp. We also have Mr. Zach Goldsmith here, who's the digital pool guru. All this beautiful technology. He's not going to be happy with that. He kind of dropped his arms. He isn't too pleased with that outcome. He left just distance, that's about it, but there's a wide range of balls that Tyler might be able to hide behind if he elects to shoot out. Tyler couldn't protect the cue ball, but he did guard the one ball. Teddy has the kick just past the side pocket to the bottom rail. The good news for Teddy is if he can catch the one a little thin, his cue ball can cascade one up the table and return the favor. He came in behind it and caught it chunky. So I believe we're going to be checking the wind currents over that yellow striped 9 to hit its brethren, the other yellow ball in this ensemble. This one ball is Tyler made a very, very strong jump shot a couple games ago. He was on the cushion, though, when he shot that ball, but here he's going to have to create the leverage himself with his own bridge hand, but he's a tall, raw-boned young man, and he has big hands. So he should be able to get good elevation here. Effortless. He just ducked. Good shot. Look at that, rolling it behind the 2 ball. He has treachery in his heart, folks. A wonderful World Nineball Tour looking shot if I ever saw one. This is big time in this match. 7-5 and 8-4, or 7-5 or 8-4, or 2 different animals in a set to 9. Teddy has to be very, very precise with what happens here. He might even get like the carom off the 1 and give that green 6 into the 9 a little chuckle. It didn't quite pan out that way. He was probably a little thinner on the one than it might have appeared. Dollar, I don't think the one will pass the blue two, but he's got a real good one rail bank at it that's almost like a dead end almost bank. And he's gonna try to roll him on top of the two, I might think. Uh, he was a sport. He did swing at the bank after all, and maybe I thought in the end, he might have had discretion being the better part of valor. One might play as a carom off the four into the side pocket to Teddy's left. That's a motion he just made. Teddy is very reluctant to shoot this ball because what happens is if he sells out, this is going to be a very, very difficult proposition to come back from 8-4 in a set to 9, alternating breaks with a guy that's 80-90% to be making a ball on the break in the same pocket. He's going the other side of it. Oh, that was tender. That was superb. Teddy put the electric eye on that one ball and just raised it and left Tyler and the bull rushes over there on that top rail with no apparent access. He might almost have to jump on top of that one ball if he decides to go to the air, which I believe he is, because I don't think Teddy has left all the cushions no access, no apparent access. Yep, here we go. He's got to basically land on top of this one ball. Oh, he did. What a nice escape. Plus at 5-7, the purple 5, the brownish 7 are sort of tied up on that right-hand rail. But Teddy's at the table. If he cuts this one end, he's headed into those two balls. Might play safe and go behind the 4-7, 5-7. Horrendous situation unfolding here. This was the shot Tyler needed here. He escaped that safety that Ted laid on him on the top rail, and it got the upper hand, and now he has to do what Tyler does, which is run out. Perfect. That's lovely. Tyler is going to probably play to the purple 5 in the other side pocket next with a little punch ball, a little right hand ball perhaps. Oh no, he came out to the corner. Inside ball takes well on the sandy cloth. Tyler is bidding to go one to the hill here. Just has to stay about his, keep his wits about him here. Oh, that wasn't exactly what he had in mind, I'm sure. But he might be just having a duck. Sold out. Doesn't really sell out, but he didn't get out. Anytime you don't get out, the outcome is still in doubt. Whether Teddy can stiffen this bank cross side, or is he going to duck to the bottom rail and play safe, or cut it all the way up. Good effort, but the 7 is exposed. Tyler drills that bank and has a classic half ball type shot where he's looking center cue ball, stroking to the bottom edge where it touches the cloth of that 9 ball. Tyler sends that into the darkness and is on the hill ahead 8 games to 4. On an adjacent table, we have Mr. Get Some, 2 really close friends of mine for 20 years plus. The 2 guys from this region, two good pros. Brandon Schuff is ahead 7 games to 5 over Mr. Sean Wilkie over on table number 1, which is on your left screen. And on your right screen, rather. Tyler on the break shot, watch the 1. Yep. Well, the 2 isn't available, other than there's going to be maybe a rollout. No, maybe about that. He might have the outside edge of it from what he's doing. Might be able to cross this ball. Sort of a loose shot from Tyler. That's a perfect speed when that particular shot out to the mid-table, I might say. Very good. Aziz shot there. Trouble is that he's got a kind of stretchy. He's gonna punch it to his with right hand ball over. Lovely. Good shot from Teddy Garahan there. Straight back now. Watch the side point. He just punched it and took the longer shot, which was pretty good percentage. He knows his game. This guy is a veteran at playing in tournaments. That was a nicely played ball. Ted Garahan takes game number 13 and trails 8 games to 5 over Mr. Tyler Steyer at the rally in the Shenandoah Valley here at 1Q Billiards. Here's some other scores. Chris Hansen is 7-4 over Rafael Reyes, a buddy of mine from this region. Matt Clatterbuck is trailing the young man from Holland, Quentin Pongers, by the score of 7 games to 6. Michael Yednek, my booth partner last night, is having a tough time with Mr. Cashton Keaton, 7-3 trailing. Wilkie and Schuff. Schuff was on the hill. Good break shot from Teddy. He makes the one in the side for, I believe, the first time in this session and has a decent chance on the 2. That's lovely. A high right ball, come up the middle of the table a ways. Oh, he went all the way inside, going to take the straight angle for the draw. Very nicely executed. 5 ball is right there. Fell nicely. Good line. Very nice there. This is as good as the law allows. Player's choice. He might play the high right ball and play for the 8 in the same hole or draw it back on a punch. Oh, you can play the side. Again, I said player's choice, and Teddy just Teddy is finding some late foot here. That game where Tyler landed on top of the one ball with that jump shot and ended up winning a game that he was locked down tight in is the basic difference in this match, because it's 8 games to 6, and if you flip that switch in that game, it would have been 7-7. But that's not reality. This is reality. It's 8-6, and Teddy is going to have to fade Tyler's break shot. I'll be back in a moment, folks.
Good morning, everyone. This is Frank Miletti. I'm going to be stepping in here for a few minutes while George stepped away. We have Tyler Steyer on the hill here, 8-6 against Mr. Teddy Garahan. Tyler has a good chance to get out of this rack. Wants to avoid hitting the 4, 7, or 8. Basically wants to just come right through that channel and playing the 8 into the side pocket. I'm sorry, playing the 3 into the side pocket. It's a critical shot in this rack, too, especially with the 4 ball being on the left side rail. Tyler's going to have to get good position onto the 3 to be able to get to the 4. He's going to catch the point. He should have good position now for the 3 ball. That 4 being on the left side rail. Let's take a look at that. Plays a slow draw. He's going to play the 4 right up to that corner, making sure that he gets position over on the right-hand side. I don't see him going forward here. He's kind of pointing to the side there, so he's going to kind of play a little bit of a low left-hand position play coming off the 4 ball. He misses the 4 ball. Leaves it in a tough position up top there. Teddy, if he's feeling that he could go for the bank, I don't see any kind of reward going for the bank here if he misses it. So let's look to see if Teddy is going to either try to play left side of the 4 ball, try to cut it towards the center diamond at the top rail, come 2 rails down and put the cue ball behind the 4-7. At this juncture in the match, any mistake that Teddy makes could cost him the match. Regardless of who wins this match, they will get a second chance. This is a double elimination stage 1 format of the WNT. This is still the A side. You're watching on YouTube. You're watching a free preview right now of the pay-per-view, and it'll be available digitalpool.net /on-cue. It has all table access. You'll be able to watch any match on any table on the entire event. Teddy Garahan goes for it and gets himself onto the 5. It was a very strong shot from Teddy. Had to come with it. He could not miss it from there. If you're watching us on WNTV, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Watching the World Nineball Tour 2025 rally in the Shenandoah Valley. We're here at On Cue Sports Bar, Front Royal, Virginia. My company, Billiard Sports Network. My wonderful partners, Josh Setterfield and Del Sim, are producing this event for you. We hope you enjoy it. If you like, you can look us up on socials at Billiard Sports Network. All right, Teddy looks like he's going to run into the 7. Just how is he going to play off the 7? I don't know if he's fully got there. Let's check the overhead. From this angle, it looks like he's good. It looks like he's got onto the 6, but man, it's tight. Might even have about an 1/8 of the 8 ball in the way. He might be playing the outside left of the 6, bringing the cue ball back. If he can't see it, bringing it back 2 rails behind the 8 ball. Now he could see it. And Teddy Garahan has a clean shot on the 7. Teddy was a strong player many years on the Joss Northeast Tour. And there by Mr. Mike Zuglin. Going to overshoot the 8 a little bit. Speed was a bit of a problem there. Let's see on the side angle. It is a cuttable ball to the corner. Just has to avoid the left side pocket coming across. He did. Throws a little inside on it. Gets himself to the 9 ball. All right, Teddy Garahan fires the 9 ball in for a score of 8-7 against Moscone Cup player Mr. Tyler Steyer from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And that was wife Margaret is watching right now. We got 8-7 on the score. Teddy Garahan. It's also his break, so Tyler will get at least a minimum of 1 chance back at the table. We got a final there on that Sean Wilkie Brandon Schuff match. Brandon has emerged victorious and defeated Sean Wilkie. He's going to play Lee Van Corteza in the next round. It could be a nice barn burner. All right, guys, here we go. Rack number 16. Teddy Garahan to break. One ball in the side pocket for Teddy. 2's rolling. Teddy has a clear shot on the 2. Start this rack off, and he does not look to have any trouble balls. Maybe 7 to the 8 would be a potential trouble ball, having to maneuver the cue ball back down table. All right, Teddy's going to have to maybe punch this ball off the left side. All right, out to the 4 ball. 4 going into the bottom right. He's got a slight angle. So, again, another punch of the ball. Left-hand English. Wants to just kind of brush right off that left side, or sorry, right side rail. All right, Teddy. Oh, you kind of see right at the delivery there on his backstroke, he decelerated and his wrist twisted a little bit, which caused that ball to kind of flutter coming off the cue. Tyler has a good chance to take control of this rack. Tyler thins, puts the 4 ball on the opposite end, uses the 8 ball as the blocker. Now Tyler has a slight control of the rack. Him being on the hill, he's going to need to get himself a clear shot to start playing positional ball. All right, Teddy's going to come off the back rail. Try to come from behind the 4 if he can. Kicks it to the side pocket. Teddy Garahan coming with it against Tyler Steyer. Oh, that did not work. Sorry about that, folks. Pressing the wrong button. Teddy misses the 6. All right, and Tyler's definitely going to have to go into final rack Mosconi mode here. He wants to get himself out and get on to the next round. Tyler would get the winner. Let's see, with the racket, I believe he gets the winner of Sam versus Yorgi. Could be wrong about that. No, Sam is playing Yorgi. Apologize for that one. Tyler, if he wins, gets on to the next round. He would get the winner of Quentin Pongers and Matt Clatterbach. Quentin is currently on the hill at 8-7. All right. Keep an eye on Tyler's fundamentals here. Incredibly strong. Plays a 7, comes down 1 rail for the 8. All right, Tyler's going to get to the 9. Let's give a shout to Teddy Garahan playing a strong set here against Tyler Steyer. He did not come out victorious, but definitely showed some mental prowess. We're going to be back here at 12 o'clock, guys. We're going to go to a little bit of a commercial. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check us out, Billiard Sports Network, on all the socials. Thank you. We'll see you soon.